Journey to Ancient Egypt. The Nile River. The Nile River was like a lifeline for the ancient Egyptians. It provided water,
Itu
food, and
6.650
transportation.
kilometer.
Egyptians built their
Terkenal dengan
homes and
panjangnya,
farms
ada
along the
total 9 negara
riverbanks,
dilalui
where the
oleh Sungai
soil
Nil.
was rich for farming.
Kebanyakan negara-negara tersebut
Pharaohs and dynasties. Egypt was ruled by powerful leaders called pharaohs. They were like kings and queens. Pharaohs belonged to different dynasties, which were like royal families that ruled one after the other. Pyramids and tombs. One of the most famous things about ancient Egypt is the pyramids. These were huge structures built as tombs for pharaohs. The Great Pyramid of Giza is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Hieroglyphs and papyrus. Egyptians had a special way of writing called hieroglyphs. These were pictures that stood for words and ideas. They wrote on a material called papyrus, which was made from reeds growing along the Nile. Gods and goddesses. Egyptians believed in many gods and goddesses. For example, Ra was the sun god, and Isis was the goddess of magic and motherhood. These gods had both human and animal traits. Mummies and the afterlife. Egyptians believed in life after death. They thought that when they died, their souls would journey to the afterlife. To prepare for the afterlife, they mummified their bodies and placed valuable items in their tombs. Everyday life. Ancient Egyptians were skilled farmers, builders, and craftsmen. They made pottery, jewelry, and clothing. They enjoyed games like Senet and loved storytelling and music. Clothing and appearance. Clothing was made from linen, a light and comfortable fabric. Both men and women wore simple tunics. Makeup was important. Both men and women used kohl to line their eyes, and they often wore wigs due to the hot climate. Food and cooking. Egyptians enjoyed a varied diet that included bread, vegetables, fruits, fish, and sometimes meat. They used flatbread and a type of porridge as staples and enjoyed honey, dates, and even beer. Jobs and occupations. Egyptians were skilled farmers, using the fertile Nile soil to grow crops. They also worked as craftsmen, making jewelry, pottery, and tools. Trading was vital. Egypt had resources like gold, spices, and precious stones that they exchanged for items like wood and pottery. Religion and rituals. Religion was a central aspect of life. Egyptians believed in many gods and performed rituals to please them. Temples were places of worship, and priests played important roles. Decline and legacy. After thousands of years, the great civilization of ancient Egypt began to decline due to various reasons, including invasions and changes in leadership. However, their legacy lives on in the form of their incredible monuments, writings, and ideas.